Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is the new Huawei Mate 20 Lite. It's the first in the new Mate series for 2018. We've got the new Mate 20 Pro, the all-singing, all-dancing flagship from Huawei being announced on October 16th. But until then, we've got its slightly smaller and more affordable little brother, the Mate 20 Lite. So I want to do an unboxing for you, show you around the phone, tell you what's new, and why you may actually want to consider buying this. And I guess the biggest reason is the price. It's £379 here in the UK, so it is a mid-tier, mid-range phone, a lot more affordable than some of the flagships that can cost 2 or 2.5 times more than this. I did have a quick play with this when they actually announced it at IFA, which was, what day is it now? Last week. It all blends in at IFA. So, but this is actually the first time I've unboxed this and had a properly good play with it. So let's take it out of the plastic, and there we have it. That's actually really nice. So this is the Mate 20 Lite. It's a notch phone, edge-to-edge display. We've got 4 cameras, 2 on the front, 2 on the back. Really, really nice in the hand. This rounded corners make you feel comfortable. It's got this glass body. Now, as the sticker on the back tells me, you can actually either have this with 2 SIM cards, so it's a dual SIM phone, or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card if you want to expand the storage. So let's put the phone to one side just for a moment and see what else we get in the box. Quick charge power plug, USB-C cable, and a pair of headphones. Very, very nice, but let's get to the good stuff. Let's put this to one side, out of shot, hopefully, and move on to the phone itself. Let's take off the sticker on the back. This is always the best part of any unboxing. Ooh, yeah. Satisfying, right? Oh, that is really nice. Okay, so I've set everything up. We're on the home screen. Everything is running nice and smoothly. And let me run you through what you do actually get with the Mate 20 Lite, starting with that display, which is a 6.3-inch, taller 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio, full HD plus IPS LCD screen. So it's not AMOLED, it is IPS. It's a really, really nice screen. It actually gets super bright if you whack up the brightness to maximum. Looking around the phone, on the bottom we have a headphone jack, great to see, and a single speaker grill. There's no stereo speakers here, unfortunately, just that one there, as well as the USB-C port. We actually have no buttons at all on the left side. It's all on the right where we have the power and the volume rocker. On the back, we've got a vertical layout for the 2 cameras, and below that we have a fingerprint reader, which is really fast. Or if you prefer, you can actually use the face unlock feature using the front cameras to, well, unlock your phone. Inside, it's running on one of Huawei's own and brand new Kirin 710 processors. Now that is a more mid-range processor, especially since they've just announced the new Kirin 980, which is going to go in its bigger brother, the Mate 20 Pro, later in the year. There's a huge 3,750 mAh battery inside, which is a little bit smaller than the P20 Pro, which came with a 4,000 one and had one of the best battery lives on any phone right now. But considering you do get the slightly lower power Kirin 710 in here, and it is just a bit more efficient, I think it's newer than the Kirin 970, we should be getting a good 2 days worth of battery from this, and that's something I'll definitely test in my full review. And as for the cameras, we get 2 on the front and 2 on the back. But what's really interesting is Huawei say these are AI enhanced cameras. And combined with the new Kirin 710 chip, which has some AI gubbins built in, and the latest EMUI 8.2 software built on Android 8.1, AI, artificial intelligence, is built right into this phone, and that actually has a big impact right across the phone, from better battery life. It knows how to optimize the allocation of resources and knows your patterns of use, so it's got apps ready to go when you need them, while also not powering apps that you're not using as much. There's a few little cool things like AI smart assisted shopping, so you can double tap on a photo and it can help you with buying information on it. But I think really it's the cameras where the AI makes the biggest difference. And that largely comes down to processing, but also things like scene detection. It knows if you're looking at a landscape or a dog or a tree or someone's face for portrait mode, and it'll then automatically adjust the settings so you get the best photo possible. Specs-wise, on the back we have a 20 megapixel main RGB lens and a 2 megapixel secondary lens for depth information, so you get more accurate portrait modes and bokeh effects. On the front, it's a similar setup, although we have a slightly higher 24 megapixel RGB lens and again the same 2 megapixel secondary depth lens. One thing I really do like is the HDR Pro mode, which is in selfies, and that basically gives you, well, as it says on the tin, a high dynamic range selfie, so you get much better dynamic range. So even when you're taking a selfie, even if it's just you and the camera, with that HDR Pro mode at the top, or actually you can also choose whether you want to mirror on or off the photo, it is a really, really nice selfie. And if you're a fan of emojis, I mean, who isn't? Huawei have introduced this new 3D Q-emoji feature, which scans your face and then gives you a live air Q-emoji. Cute. I think my favorite feature though of the camera is the aperture mode, which is using that second lens for depth information and means you can take a photo and it blurs out the background, gives you a really nice bokeh effect. Video is limited to full HD, unfortunately. There's no 4K option on here, which is a little bit of a shame, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Most people do actually shoot with full HD, and you do get really nice stabilization with that. First impressions are, it is a beautiful phone, really, really nice to hold. I'm really interested to see how that 710 processor, along with that massive 3,750 mAh battery, gives you in terms of battery life. I suspect we'll get a good 2 days out of this. So for £379, what do you reckon? Would you consider buying one of these? Let me know what you think of the Mate 20 Lite in the comments below. Stay tuned for a full review. I'll be making more videos on this phone, as well as, of course, the Mate 20 Pro when it launches later in October. But for now, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do click that like and subscribe button below if you want to see more unboxing videos from me. And I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.